first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Working with his 2nd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Winston.
And we'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They wouldn't have met that.
Touchdown, Saints! Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
ETN once more.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The Jaguars at a disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Off play action. Pickett.
Hard throw incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw again on second down. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he stopped short of first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Pickett going to bootleg it.
Sliding out of the pocket. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Pickett.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
ETN up the middle.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. carry here for the big tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 27.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. This one complete to Christian Kirk. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Saints first down.
Jameis now on first down.
This one taken in by Olave.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
He's out of bounds on the 12-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing again on second down. Winston got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hill. And he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Again, it's Winston. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, here's Pickett.
Open man is Kirk, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion. They weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yards to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So a bold call that this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Now Pickett on fourth down.
And Ingram hauls it in.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Pickett right back to the air again.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he was trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down.
Pickett back to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
So going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
They take over here.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 40. 20. 10. Runs over him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bass on for the extra point.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
What's the deal, y'all? And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their legs, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here we go.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Ready, break.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion. And that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So we've reached halftime here. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From the 6.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back.
And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They go play action with Jackson. Open man right side is Ingram. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Jags first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, deep ball for Goodwin. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. The 20. 10. Touchdown Jaguars. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Jaguars are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them, so what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jameis now on first down. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints have taken a 6-touchdown lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out come the Jags. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. Touchdown! Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Jaguars back with it on offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Finds his tight end Ingram. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Okay, ready? That's good for a Jaguar.
A handoff for Etienne. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He gets it complete to Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
That's good for a Jaguars. First and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Room here to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give, it's ETN off the option. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the option, here's ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to claw one back. After right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked up.
There he goes, right side. Wow, 240 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Jackson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Now we're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not playing the challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run with ETN.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. On first and 10, it's Jackson.
Screenplay, here's ETN.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So both offenses come to life here in this. Back now in Jacksonville.
Behind the chain, second and 12.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now Jackson. And able to find Kirk complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
A give, it's ETN off the option.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 27, Jackson.
He'll get this off to ETN. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get into your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Off the option, here's ETN.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it right here.
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They'll try the middle with Anderson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Oh, he's got some break. There he goes, left side. 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker. Defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. But he's got a 1st down to boot.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give. It's ETN off the option. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 36. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A quick throw, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. And to be frank, Charles, maybe they just got a little too cute there.
Not just a little too cute, but maybe a bit overconfident. It almost felt like they could dial up anything there and it would work. And they were going for a big hitter on that play. Because you don't call that just to pick up short yardage. You're trying to take that one to the house.
They dug deep in the playbook. Probably wish they had not. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And some room to maneuver. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 28. A big play there out of Kamara. 45 yards on the ground. So now then, the 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions. And
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
you know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One last shot for Jackson.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.